Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Smoking Simian podcast. So, last week I had a very good beginning to my week, right? It was very good day. Me and my girlfriend, we went to Western Massachusetts, which for people in Rhode Island and Eastern Massachusetts, it's like a fucking new land. Right? Nobody's, oh my God, Western. Nobody talks about the towns in Western Mass. But the ones in Eastern Mass, everyone's like Boston, Cape Cod, Hyannis, Braintree, Quincy. Those are all well known. But the ones in Western Mass, everyone just says, oh, I'm from Western Mass. So, whatever. We fucking went there and we took advantage of the nice day, the nice weather. We went on a real nice hike, right? We got out in the weather, out in the sun. Oh, God. We did our thing, right? We really took advantage of being able to be outside and do fucking fun shit. Oh, God. Wow. Big sneeze. One more. We got another one. Wait. Hold on. Wow. Holy fuck. All right. Should have popped a couple Claritins before in this. Maybe a few Zyrtec. Maybe a nice little cocktail of some allergen medication. But anyway, we really took a real nice advantage to go out. We took a drive. It was about 2 hours away. And we did our thing outside. It was nice. I got to sit in a brook in a nice river of some freshly, melted ice. It was brutal. Coldest water I've ever been in. But I sat in that motherfucker right at the end of our hike. I want to go back. It was great. Sanders Brook Fall. But anyway, after that, we went out to eat. And we went to this nice little place. It was right in the area. And I was like, are we going to get dessert here or are we going to get ice cream later on? So we decided on getting ice cream later on, right? Because that's what we wanted. We wanted to get ice cream. And, we drove home. It was kind of a long drive. We were a little tired. We got up early. I went home. I took a nap. Whatever. And then when I got up, I was like, let's go get some fucking ice cream. But the whole day was just a great day because we were able to be back out in the world again and do our fucking... Don't get me wrong, we weren't cooped up in the house for months and months and months like a lot of other people were. But, it was just nice that everything we're able to come back out again. And I felt that throughout the day. I was like, wow, we're back outside. It's nice, you know what I'm saying? We can go eat at a fucking place normally. And then, all those feelings got mushed into the ground when the ice cream came into play. And this is what I'm here to tell you guys about. Because, listen, as exciting as everything is that everything's opening back up, as exciting as it is and as great as we're going to go out and we're going to do this and blah, 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 you gotta remember all of the terrible shit that comes with it. You gotta remember, right? Because as fun as and nice as it is to go get ice cream and do all these things, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on, right? That guy that's on his phone screaming right next to you on his phone for, 15 minutes in the same line with you, right? Going to places and their times are off, right? They're closed. They're not dead, and you just drove there, right? So that's how it's. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go get ice cream, and it's probably close to 7 o'clock at night, and our choices are starting to wind down. And granted, you could say we could have called some of these places, and we did. But the first place we went to was one of our favorites. It was an ice cream place in Lincoln. Some of you may know it as Newport Creamery. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We went there and they were fucking closed, but on Google it said they were open till 9 a.m. And that's some fucked up shit, right? We're supposed to be getting some correct information from Google and we're getting bullshit. So either way, we drive there and it's not a long drive, but we went there for a fucking reason and it was a little annoying. But I was like, hey, fuck it, the night's still young, we can go get some ice cream. So the next decision was about another 15, 20 minutes away. Since we're taking back roads, there's no real highway to get there. So it's a little bit of time. And we called this time ahead of time, and we had about an hour and a half to go and get our ice cream. And we're like, all right, cool. So we got there, we talked, we had fun. And we get there, and it is cash only. All right, no big deal. Although there was a bank that was open, not open, but it used to exist right close to the place. But it closed down. So again, still took it as a joke. It was kind of funny, whatever. Our backup plan was to just go to Newport Creamery on Smith Street. It's important that you know where this one is because I don't want anybody to give them any more money. You understand me? No more fucking money. No more awful waffles. We're boycotting it. You go to a different one. Do not go to the Newport. Listen here. Listen here. Do not go to the Newport Creamery on Smith Street in Providence, Rhode Island. If you're visiting Providence and you want to get fucking ice cream, don't go there because let me tell you something. It was so again, right? We drove to Newport Creamery, which was about another 15, 20 minutes. So now we've just been driving places, right? Wasting fucking gas, wasting time. We're just driving back and forth, right? Still not getting what we want, which is our coveted ice cream. We want some fucking ice cream. This is what we went on a hike. We did our thing. We want some ice cream for the day. And, we pull up to Newport Creamery. And if there's one thing that you guys should know about me is I fucking hate lines. Lines, to me, it's the worst. God, I hate lines. And they don't even need to be big lines. I just hate them. I hate lines. Standing in line for fucking anything is brutal. I hate it. That's why I'm not a huge fan of amusement parks. People love going to Six Flags and all that stuff. Not me. Fuck that. I like Disneyland, Disney World, whatever the fuck it is, the one in Florida. I like that because it's different. It's not just an amusement park. There's some more whatever. But standing in line for me, I hate. It's one of the worst things ever. To me, standing in line is worse than fucking everything. Standing in line, I would much rather, maybe probably scoop out my eyeballs or something than stand in line. That's how bad it is for me to stand in line. So we get to Newport Creamery, right? And first thing I see is a bunch of asshole kids who definitely are from Providence College, right? It's a group. There might be 3 or 4 girls, and there's like 5 or 6 guys, right? Gang bang, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's just throw it. That's what it is. And they were close. They want ice cream. They took a break, whatever. So that's what was going on. They were outside, and I was like, oh, God. They're ordering. We're going to have to sit behind them. So we park, we get there, and they're actually already ordered. But they're to the left of us talking nonsense. And there's like 8 of them, right? There's a bunch of them. And they're to the left of us saying stupid shit. Chad, bro, tonight we're going to whoa, bro, we're going to get ice cream, and then we're going to throw a rager, bro. Dude, your boat shoes, get those fucking bum-ass boat shoes cleaned, bro. Buy some new ones, what the fuck? And the girls, oh, my God. Oh, like, it's nothing I want a part of, right? It's nothing I want to even be next to, right? Just nonsense banter. Right, let alone, I don't want to hear it, let alone be a part of it. And if you're next to me and I'm hearing it, then it's almost the same thing as being a part of it. So I don't want anything to do with it is the point I'm trying to make. And we're standing here, and there's 2 girls inside making things, right? Mind you, there's also 2 other girls in front of us, not part of that group. There's a couple people, in front of us ordering as well, so we got to wait behind them. But inside are these 2 girls who don't give a fuck about anything, right? I wouldn't either if I worked at Newport fucking Cream, especially this one, right? This one in Smith Street, damn near next to the slums, you know what I'm saying, right near the Jacks, you feel me? So I wouldn't want to be working in there either. They look like, they had the ambition of a fucking... I don't even know, a meth addict, you know what I'm saying? Just not giving a fuck. And they were young girls, right? Maybe they're going to school, maybe they're doing something else, pursuing something. This is just something on the side. I personally thought, like, they might have had Bell's palsy or something. I'm sorry, that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're working there when you go there, but, they were, I'd rather have an Army vet in there who's missing a leg, you know what I'm saying? Because at least there's a little bit of urgency. You drop a pan on the ground, bang, you know what I'm saying? He's running, he's making that fucking milkshake, you understand me? Instead, we got fucking 16 and 17-year-old girls who don't give a fuck about nothing. They might have been a little older than that, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you're that brain dead, I'm gonna misage you. I'm gonna put you lower, okay? So that's what it is. And just looking in that Newport Creamery, oh, God, it looked... Absolutely, it had that weird like low light, like that yellowy kind of like the light I have in here. But this is a fucking rundown piece of shit basement. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a place where people go and eat food and drink milkshakes and have patty melts. You know what I'm saying? But granted, then again, after describing that, it sounds like maybe it should be right. The shitty low light, but nonetheless, you know, it just looked shitty in there, right? There was a heavy set woman in the back cooking on a griddle, right? And she was just holding this bread, this bag of like fucking long rolls, right? The soft ones, Khaleesi Bakery, right? Just holding it, just head to the side, eyes just sunken and low, and she had dreads, and she was a light skinned, heavy set black woman, and she just didn't look like she was having a good time. She did not look like she was having a good time at work, and that is not what I want to see when I go and get my milkshake at 8:30 at night after driving around in circles and not knowing what I want. I don't want to see that person doing that, right? I don't want to see two girls not giving a fuck. Right, I don't want to see insufficient. Then, not to mention, there's a manager. Right, there's a manager walking around, not helping them at all, doing nonsense. Right, just looking, stalking. Oh, I'm gonna be back with the cups. Yeah, let me get the hot fudge. How about you help these two girls who clearly don't give a fuck? You clearly don't give a fuck. Right, and then there's another kid walking around a bus making his own sundae, eating ice cream. Like, what the fuck, sitting on a milk crate? Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the fuck? Because so that's going on in there, right? I can see in there that it's a mess. There's a literal mess and a figurative mess, right? You can just see these girls running back, and the cups are covered in hot fucking chocolate fudge, and melted ice cream is running down them in there, and there's just ice cream all over the fucking place, melted, and they're trying to write down people's things, and okay, blackberry chip with fudge and two awful. And then obviously things are going to get fucked up, right? Things are going to get fucking fucked. And not to mention the lack of equipment they have. This place is known, for people who are listening and have never been to Rhode Island, Newport Creamery is known in the state for having these milkshakes called Awful Waffles, right? They're just fucking milkshakes, but they're branded by the thing, and, you know, that's what people go there for. They have, on Monday, you buy one, get one. So, like, people go there. You know what I'm saying? For the Awful Waffles. That's what the fuck. Imagine on a Monday, it's mobbed, right? And you only have 2 machines that make 3 milkshakes at a time. You have a party of 8 morons over here that just ordered a whole bunch of things by themselves, right? And now you can't even make them all at the same time. You gotta wait. With the fucking milkshake thing. Looking around, wiping their face and washing their hands. Like, get the fuck out of here. What's going on here, people? What is going on? And we were so excited. Aren't you guys excited? This is gonna be great. We get to go back. We get to go back and get milkshakes and stand in line for ages and get served by people that don't give a fuck. Isn't that awesome? And then you gotta, not to mention the annoyance of people around you, right? You gotta hear the conversations because nobody knows how to talk quietly. Nobody knows how to have, people want to pretend like they care, like they give a fuck. No, they don't give a fuck, because if you did, you wouldn't scream like an asshole around people, right? Who cares? Right? But then again, sometimes, I might be the asshole that's screaming. I might be on the other end of it all. You know what I'm saying? So it's a give and take. But anyway, just to add to what's going on here, right? There's people in there, 2 girls specifically, working frantically, right? Just frantically running around like chickens with their heads cut off, but not really, right? Like they could have been doing more. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have totally been doing more. I'm almost doing them a justice by saying they were running around with chickens with their head cut off. If a chicken ran around with their head cut off the way that these 2 girls were, then the saying wouldn't even exist. The saying wouldn't even exist. It would more so be like you're running around like two girls who work in an ice cream place and don't give a fuck. That's what the saying would end up being. It wouldn't be a chicken with their head cut off. So I apologize to all the chickens who have gotten their head cut off that I had just essentially said that they died in vain by comparing them to these two sloths that were trying to make milkshakes and ice cream. Scoop ice cream, right? So we're waiting, right? And there's still two girls in front of us. And, one of the two girls inside is working on the party of 8, right? And then the other girl is kind of doing nothing, right? Kind of helping, but not really. When she could be taking orders, right? And cashing. You know what she should have been doing is cashing out that group of 8, which is a whole nother bag of hammers that I'll get into in a second. But instead, she waits, she takes their order. Now, before she can go and make those two girls milkshakes, she's got to wait for the girl who's making it for the 8 morons from Providence College, right? She's got to wait for that. So finally, the big group gets there. And by this point, I'm boiling inside, right? There's a guy behind me with a dog, some skinny, weird dude with tattoos, works at a pizza place, I would assume, right? Had a big husky dog, roof, roof, behind me, right? And then behind them is a couple that can't decide, well, I want something. Well, I don't want something. Well, even though the girlfriend's told you this whole time that you don't want, that she doesn't want any ice cream, you're still going to go up to the front of the fucking thing and ask her, did you want it? Did you want anything? Did you want anything at all? Like, bro, get the fuck out. Like, it's sickening. It's sickening. It's just so... This group of people are ready to get cashed out, right? And like I said, I'm boiling. These kids are screaming and hollering next to me, saying nonsense, just in their tone, just in their acts. Well, they know how to party here, man. They know how to have fun. Well, just because a guy drove by and beeped, like, this is it, guy, bro, dude, guy, buddy, like, come on, man. So that's what's going on next to me. And they're ready to pay. They're finally paying. Why the fuck do people still... Why is this still a thing? I'll never understand it. No matter how good technology gets, stupid people still fucking exist. Why do we all have Venmo and Cash App and Zelle and all this bullshit? Why do we have it? If when you go out as a group, one or two people can't put a couple cards down, split it that way, and Venmo the fuck out of each other. Why do we even have it if that's not the case, right? What, just to buy weed, just to buy drugs? Is that the only way to do it? I understand that it's a very valuable asset to many, many drug dealers. Whether you're dealing weight or you're selling nicks, right? Venmo's phenomenal. Cash App. Now, how come when you go to a fucking ice cream place that you've been standing there for 15 minutes acting like morons, why haven't you at least deduced that we're going to, okay, I'm going to pay for this, you guys pay, and all right, no. Mindlessly, they all together, all right, who got the vanilla and after the girl says it, right? The girl comes out, okay, here's the vanilla with the chocolate, and then here's the strawberry, and here's a scoop of blackberry chip, and here's 2 cones. And fucking, they're all over there. Is that my Rocky Road with extra dog shit on it? Like, did you hear her say that, you fucking moron? Put your, you know what I'm saying? Like, go over there, please. Just go over there. Like, go over there until someone comes over and slaps you in the head with a tire iron and says your fucking ice cream's ready, all right? Because soon, that's what we're going to have to resort to here. That's what's going to have to happen, right? Because another thing is these girls, and I understand the girls were kind of quiet, right? They're, hey, it's your... But at least she said it to somebody in front of her. Right? I'm kind of defending these girls. Now, I wasn't at first because these kids have now turned into my biggest enemy, right, by this point. And they're all, well, who's this? And, well, I got this one, and I'm fitting my cock in that one there, so I'll get hers. And that's my boy, and he's fitting his cock in hers, so I'll get all theirs. And all right, that's cool. All right, now this guy comes up. Where's my vanilla berry blue chocolate? Like, and it's just a fucking a disgusting situation of voices that I don't want to ever sonically enter my earways, for me to make out what they're saying. Like, I would love it if in that moment a bomb had just gone off right next to my head and I was just deaf. I would have loved to have been deaf in that moment. Deaf because nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to think. Sometimes you got to think of the positives of not having one of your senses, right? If I was deaf and blind, I probably wouldn't have cared at all, right? You're just in the dark, quiet. It's just like when you get locked in the closet as a kid or something, you know what I'm saying? And everybody runs away. You can't hear anything because there's nobody around, right? Same shit. Same shit. You can't see anything. It's dark. You know what I'm saying? You got to see the positives. There's always a silver lining. Always a silver lining. But yeah, so, and now it's been a very long time. We have been waiting in line for fucking milkshakes for a very, very long time. Oh, far longer, and by this point I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. My girlfriend knows that I'm going to explode soon, and the only thing that would make this whole situation better is if I at least got my ice cream or my milkshake the way that I had fucking ordered it. And in true shitbag Newport Creamery fashion, I did not. So I went up there. It's finally our turn after 35 minutes. You know, I could have watched a prize fight in that time, right? I could have watched fucking anything. I could have watched anything in that goddamn time. And, you know, I say I would like a Choco Nutter Awful, which is chocolate and peanut butter, right? Is that not what it is? A Choco Nutter? Now, Choco and peanut, right? Choco and peanut. So I said Choco Nutter. Peanut butter. Butter, nutter, okay, I understand. But peanut and Choco? How do you... maybe you're retarded. I don't know. Maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you're overwhelmed. I don't like to think those things. I just like to think that you probably, you know, got dropped on your head a little bit or got slid across the dining room floor in your house one time. That's what I like to think. I like to think that it makes me feel better. Okay, it makes me feel good. So, you know, she gives me just, and I wanted a Choco Nutter with chocolate sprinkles. That's what I wanted. And my girlfriend gets a black raspberry chip thing, whatever, like a couple scoops. And hers comes out fine, right? Mine is just straight peanut butter, just a straight peanut butter milkshake. And it's not like peanut butter ice cream. It's like vanilla ice cream with fucking peanut butter goop mixed into it. So it doesn't, there's no chocolate. It's not at all what I ordered. There's no anything in it. And, you know, by that point, I was ready to put the place on fire, put it that way, right? And there were people still inside, there were families, maybe I would have warned them, maybe I wouldn't have, but I was very close to just like, you know, all right, this is too much, this isn't, you know. So that's me saying, you know, another quarantine wouldn't be terrible. You know, it wouldn't be terrible. Maybe less people die, right? That could be cool. Although you guys know how I feel on that. I don't think it's the worst thing when people die. It's not too bad, right? Some people die, some people live, but we all die at some point. So it's kind of great. No, but, you know, that's just me kind of making light of a situation that we all will have to deal with when we come back. Annoying fucking people, right? People just irritating the shit out of us, you know. Going to a restaurant and, you know, not getting what the fuck you ordered the right way, right? Don't forget about that. That's probably worse, right? Because a lot of the times going out is for a reason. But, you know, and I'm a server. It doesn't happen very often, right? A lot of the times it's A1. You're good. You get what the fuck you pay for. But there are some times where, you know, the appetizers and the entrees come out at the exact fucking same time, right? And nobody wants that. That's craziness. That's craziness. You know, what else? What else is there that's god-awful, right? In the office, right? Right when you're in the office, right? And it's lunchtime. And one of your big, dirty, filthy coworkers gets up time to eat, right? And then you eat, and they're mixing up some fucking goop that they put in the microwave in a ugly ass Tupperware that used to be clear and now is orange, right? They're mixing that shit up, and it smells in the office for the whole rest of the day. And you want to choke that guy because you can hear him scarfing down that. You're gonna miss that, right? I know we all miss that. You know, all that shit, the lines. You know what I'm saying? The women at Starbucks that are in front of you that got to order for everybody. All the women at the salon, right? I got a big order. Get ready. We got six ventis, 2 of them with almond milk, 6 of them with cream, 4 of them with caramel. Put the cold foam on the side, and then I'd like 6. And oh my god. And you're just standing behind them, and you're like, wow, I would love to break a broomstick off the side of this bitch's temple. Because what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You forget how crazy people are, how, how we're all a little bit too particular sometimes, right? And I'm the most particular person on the fucking planet. There's times where I don't even invite people because of how particular I want things to be. You know? We're very particular. We're very demanding creatures. We are. We want a lot. We've got so much luxury. We have no connection to nature unless it's by hobby, right? We make days out of going hiking, right? We make a week out of going camping, right? Hunting. We take a few days out. We go hunting. That's just fucking Nate. That's just life. If we were actual animals, if we were animals like all the other ones, that's just life. That we don't have, a bear doesn't get to go home and sit in his fucking house with his feet up and drink a beer while his wife licks his asshole. You know what I'm saying? And then he can beat her afterwards. That doesn't happen. Bears don't do that. They do other fucked up things, right? They eat their cubs, right? Animals eat their cubs. You know, there's plenty of insects where the woman just she fucks the man, gets pregnant, and kills him. Right? That's craziness too. But we're sheltered from all that. We don't have to worry about all that. So, our problems are much more. They're much stupider, I suppose. They're much stupider. And we all have different tolerances for people's stupid problems that we all have to deal with. Or tendencies, right? We all have very stupid tendencies. I'm sure there's, animals have stupid tendencies as well, animals out in the wild, but ours are very specific. Ours are very specific to our species, right? There's just like I said, there's no domestic abuse. There's no domestic abuse for chickens, right? There's no addictions for chimps. Maybe sometimes, right? There's always been that thing of like fermenting fruit. Monkeys get it and they eat it and they get fucked up. That'd be dope. But ultimately, I'm just saying, get ready to enjoy being out again, but get ready to also enjoy the moronic people that are inhabiting this planet. You and I are one of them. Do not forget that. We are also part of this moronic tribe that we have all become. As far apart as we all are, and as different as we all think we are, we're very much alike. We are very much alike because, I'm sure that other people... You could have put other people in that line that were thinking like me that would not have handled it the way I would have. Like, I'm on here, I'm ranting about it, I'm talking about it, I don't want anybody to go there and waste their money, and maybe or maybe I don't want it to burn down in a fiery inferno, but I would never incite that, right? I would never do that, I would never go and do that. There are plenty of people that those same things were going through them, right? If you put them in that line, those same thoughts would be going through their heads, and they would act on them. You know what I'm saying? They'd throw a rock through the window and grab the girl by her throat and pull her out the window and rip her stomach open on the glass shards because the window's broken, right? And then beat her to death in front of everybody and then run in there and just start taking people out, and locking the doors and putting the place up in flames and sitting in there and burning with everybody, holding people down, just tipping the refrigerator on on the heavy-set woman I was talking to, the heavy-set chef right in the back, just tipping the refrigerator on and making her stay. That's right, bitch, you're stuck. You're done. Right, looking at her in the eye. You shoulda just made my tuna melt, and those two bitches up front shoulda just made my awful the way I fucking ordered it. You understand? You understand? While he's choking the life out of the manager who is doing nothing, the moronic, brainless, empty-headed manager walking around waiting for the shift to be over just so he could, I don't know, stick things in his ass while he blows lines off of a fucking switchblade in his apartment. You know what I'm saying? While he waits for his male caller to come by. You understand? I don't know. Maybe that's what he was waiting to do. He seemed like the type, right? The tattoos, the slick back, black hair, right? He's the manager at a Newport Creamery. I would assume most of those guys stick things in their ass after doing drugs or while doing drugs, right? Maybe engaging in some paid sex. May or may not be homosexual. I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, but if you're this particular guy, if everybody that does those things that isn't this particular guy, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about this particular guy who maybe like to dress up in, leather outfits and get things, shoved into his urethra. I don't know. But either way, just understand that a lot is coming. A wave is coming, people. A wave is coming, and we're going to have to get back out there. We're going to have to practice speaking again, right? We're going to have to practice speaking again. The masks are going to come off. We're going to get back to judging, right? There's going to be plenty of judging going on. We've been lucky. All we've had to do is we could assume, that person's good looking, right? We can assume it. But once you pull the mask down, it's like now we got concrete evidence that person's a fucking mongoloid. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, holy shit, good thing we don't have the masks anymore. I would assume, I haven't been hooking up throughout this because I have my lovely girlfriend, Caroline. But I would assume it's probably very hard, right? It's very hard because it's like, we're in the club and you only notice when they pull the, and you just got to go back to dancing. Especially with, with the procedures that are, the transitioning procedures, the advancement that they're going through. I'm sure it must be very tough, very, very tough. But yeah, guys, get ready for it. Get ready for all the wondrous, wondrous things that life has to offer, including, listening to bullshit and dealing with bullshit humans. I hope this was I think this was a very positive episode. I think this was it was really a heart to heart, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get you guys excited and ready for everything to come back. You ready? You're excited? Everything's coming back, baby. Everything's coming back. We can get ice cream. We can go out. We can do whatever the fuck we want real soon. I hope you guys agree with me, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am and as happy as I am to get back out there and have some motherfucking fun. Shit, man. Well, anyway, that's enough of that. Make sure you guys never go to that particular Newport Creamery on Smith Street. Fuck them. Fuck everybody that's involved with them. All the employees there. I hope everybody in their house goes and fucks themselves. And then after they all collectively have done that, they go and fuck that one particular, family member that works at Newport Creamery for, making them all have to go fuck themselves. So I hope that happens. I hope you guys fucking follow me on things, right? I hope you guys go ahead and do that. Tell people about us. Use the links in my description. You know what I'm saying? Check out obsessiveaggression.com, right? Some changes are going to be coming to the site. So I know you guys are diligently, scouring the site day in and day out, just waiting to add a pair of gloves. But just take your time. It is what it is. Take your time. It's it's going to be up there. It'll be there. Anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you guys have a great a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you guys on Thursday, April 1st, baby. Peace.